stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we see the third seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirkland Street. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team out there, we are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. To throw in the first play of this semifinal. That's caught. It's Spencer.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick throw to the left side. The sure hands. It's Spencer.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards and a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. He's past the marker, still on his feet. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You don't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff running right. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases and be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Battle to reach the national championship game. Big moment early here. 3rd down and goal. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made in space, look out. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Movement here from the tight end. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And there's the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
And the Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. A handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the catch.
Well, that's a good job of this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And they've got the returner corralled. comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Pass not complete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure?
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Graham behind the line. It's Thompson. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll run the option. They try the ground game here with the running back. Finds room at the 30. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback making some changes at the line. It's caught. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Looking to chuck it again. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Tigers! A much-needed counter-punch delivered. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back grabs it on a screen. He breaks free. Here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, the pass rush gets home. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that pass falls incomplete. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll run it here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Buckeyes will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Completion makes it second down. Here's the option play. And here's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route, the catch made. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So it's second down and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure is coming. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. on 2nd and 10 from the 30. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And now they run the draw play. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. He fields it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Ohio State offense back on the field. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Way too much speed in that play.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
First down, looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's Thompson. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Boy, that slant is so dangerous for a defense to try to slow down. Great job of rallying to limit its yardage after the catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quick pass, the catch is made. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. Caught for completion. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Direct snap to the back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dump off caught by the running back. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I think the receiver was so focused on setting up the defender on his slant route that he didn't get his head turned and his eyes up to be able to locate the football. He just dropped it.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They'll try the option play here. Fights off a defender. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move now. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down mark.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And he drops back in the gun. The receiver grabs it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Working clock with the ground game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes off in a bootleg, bringing pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Spencer. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Right, the defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game, but they did it in a big way there.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Comes up with the catch.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's the running back in the flat. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
2nd down after that previous play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
First down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Here's the second down play. It's an option look. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pounding away with the run game. Breaks into the clear. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They were not going to catch him that time.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a 4-4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Fires it on the move. He's got a receiver wide open here. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw it. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Somebody got a hand up to deflect that one.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. QB sneaks it on 1st down.